not come to those who fall asleep. The American dream.
Hi, and welcome back. Again, my name is Paul Gruber, and this is the Pronunciation Workshop's 13th training session. In this session, we will cover phrase reductions and intonation. Okay, what do I mean by phrase reductions? Well, in conversational English, words are often broken down or not fully pronunciated. 2 and 3 words are sometimes squeezed together to create easy-to-say phrases. I'll show you what I mean. Look at this phrase, going to try. When we reduce the phrase, it becomes gonna try. All we do is combine the words. I'm gonna try to finish this book. Repeat it with me. Gonna try. Want to eat becomes wanna eat. Do you want to eat at 7 o'clock? Repeat with me. Want to eat? Have to start becomes have to start. I really have to start studying for that test. Repeat. Have to start. Has to try becomes has to try. He has to try harder. Repeat. Has to try. Got to leave becomes gotta leave. I really gotta leave in 15 minutes. Repeat. Gotta leave. Ought to believe becomes ought to believe. She really ought to believe what he is saying. Repeat. Ought to believe. Out of bed becomes out of bed. I got out of bed when I heard the alarm clock. Repeat. Out of bed. Did you go becomes did you go. Did you go to the store? Repeat. Did you go. Would he help becomes would he help? Would he help me move the furniture? Repeat. Would he help? Won't you play becomes won't you play? And don't forget about that correct O sound in the word won't. Won't you play one more song on the piano? Repeat. Won't you play? Didn't you know becomes didn't you know? Didn't you know that she was coming home tomorrow? Repeat. Didn't you know? Is he becomes is he? Is he the one that called? Repeat. Is he? What do you want becomes what do you want? Repeat. What do you want? Give it to me becomes give it to me. Give it to me right now. Repeat. Give it to me. Very good. You'll find the better you get at speaking English, the more you will be using these phrase reductions. The key is to still be easily understood. You'll find that almost all of the rules that I have taught you, especially the ones having to do with voicing, remain the same. In the last example, give it to me, the only big change comes from the T's being pronounced as D's, and this happens because the T's fall between 2 vowel sounds. If you remember in American pronunciation, when T's fall between 2 vowels, they become voiced and are pronounced as D's. Now, even though you may at times speak quickly and use these reduced phrases in your conversations, you will still be easily understood as long as you continue to use the pronunciation rules that I've been showing you throughout this program. Okay, now we are going to talk about intonation. English is a very musical language. As we speak, our words and phrases go all the way up, and then they come all the way down. much like music does. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to give you a good example of intonation. This keeps our speech interesting, and it helps to get our message across. Now, listen to this. Many foreign-born speakers of English use a flat intonation pattern or a monotone. This can create uninteresting and misunderstood speech. Everything is very flat. Okay? I hope you can see from that example what I'm talking about. Monotone speech can be very boring and difficult to listen to. Use correct intonation to make people want to listen to you. It's generally easy to guess what country a speaker is from just by their accent. Each language has its own characteristic rhythm and melody. Some languages use a wide range of tones and changes in pitch, with the melody going up and coming down, and other languages sound very flat. These characteristics of a language are called intonation. Even though they distinguish one language from another, they are rarely taught. Now, in American English, words that carry the highest informational value in a sentence are given more emphasis with increased loudness, a higher pitch, and sometimes a longer duration. Listen to my intonation and notice how I slowly step up and then I work my way down again. Listen to the following made-up advertisement for Diane's Donuts. Listen to how the words in each sentence are stressed.